iHeart, get ready. Fantasy football is here. Welcome to the Full-Time Fantasy Show. FullTimeFantasy.com is home to the Fantasy Football World Championships and the best players in the world. Real money winners giving their secrets to help you win. Now exclusively on iHeart. This is the Full-Time Fantasy Show with your host, the one, the only, Dr. Roto.
Dr. Roto, get out the insurance card, get out the copay. The office is open, my friends. All right, let's take a look at some news and notes, and we will get this started. Maybe take a look at some players that we might want to add on waiver wires. Let me see if I can find some guys, get a nice list here going. 1 second, I want to make sure I have the perfect list. Oh, I found it. There we go. Okay, so let's get to the news and notes. First of all, there was a trade, and hopefully you saw it. Jalen Ramsey, gone, right? Gone. No longer a Jacksonville Jaguar. He is now a member of the Los Angeles Rams. And it was weird. Yesterday afternoon, the Rams were getting rid of Marcus Peters. They were making a lot of moves, and you're like, what's going on here? Well, now we know why. The Rams get Jalen Ramsey, and they give up a 2020 first rounder, a 2021 first rounder, and a 2021 fourth round pick. It's a lot, but it's a good move. Jalen Ramsey's great. Talib is out. Marcus Peters is not a great cover guy. Jalen Ramsey gives you a chance to stay competitive this year and win. He does. Gives you a chance to win. So, great job by the Rams and great job by the Jaguars. Jaguars aren't winning anything this year. You and I both know that, right? Jaguars are not winning anything. So I think it was a good move. Now, you know who else isn't making the right move? The Redskins. Why is Trent Williams still unavailable? Why? The Browns certainly want him. You know the Browns want him. So I got to believe that some team wants him. Now look, here's the deal. You can't be proud. You can't be proud. And what do I mean by that? I'm not going to trade Trent Williams because I'm going to screw Trent Williams. If he doesn't want to play in Washington, he's not going to play anywhere. The Redskins suck. The Jaguars got the memo. The Jaguars said, let me get rid of Jalen Ramsey. Let me get picks. Why aren't the Redskins doing the same thing? Are you telling me you can't get the same deal for Trent Williams? I think you can get one pretty close to it. Don't put your pride aside. Put your pride aside. It makes no sense to me. What are you holding on for? Maybe Trent Williams will come back. No, maybe he won't. Maybe he hates your team. Maybe he wants nothing to do with you. Come on. Makes no sense to me. Move him. Give yourself a chance to win or give yourself a chance to get some picks. The Redskin fans, if I'm a Redskin fan, I am saying take my season ticket money and light it on fire. I'd rather light it on fire than watch this train wreck of a team. And you won't even trade our best player to get picks. How does this make sense? How is Bruce Allen still having a job? I'll fix this in 2 seconds. You hire me, I'll fix this in 2 seconds. I'll trade him for 2 first rounders, and I'll make him work. I promise you that. Easy peasy. I'll be the Redskins GM tomorrow. Get this done. All right. Some quarterback news. The Dolphins are going to start Ryan Fitzpatrick and bench Josh Rosen. I just have one word to say. Thankfully, Josh Rosen is terrible. Josh Rosen is terrible. At least Ryan Fitzpatrick gives the team a chance to win. Rosen gives you nothing. The only word I have for Josh Rosen is bust. Now, maybe some team picks him up. He's a career backup in the NFL. That's it. Does he have a job in the NFL? I believe so. What is it? Backup. You want him as a starter? See, when the draft pundits said that Josh Rosen lacked a passion for the game, I'm not sure I bought into that. But they're like, oh, he's got a great arm. If you were looking for anybody who was a good quarterback, he's got the right height, a great arm, blah, blah, blah. I always like passion. I do. I think you need to really love what it is that you're doing. You got to really love it. Because if you love it and you do it well, you'll be great. Right? Do you understand? Because if you want to do well and you want to be successful, you'll be great at it. And I'm not sure that Josh Rosen had that deep desire to be great. Maybe he had a desire to be good. Or maybe he just got sent to like the worst team ever and it wasn't easy to be great. I get that too. Right? It's hard to soar like an eagle when you're playing with turkeys. I get that. But at the same time, Josh Rosen is a career backup. Here's another one. Mariota was benched by the Titans. Oh my God. Thank God for that one too. Ryan Tannehill will start. Good move by the Titans. Here's the deal with Marcus Mariota. He was never a great quarterback. He was a system quarterback in college. He was a great runner, but never a great arm. Those guys are very rare in the NFL. Sure, there's Michael Vick. Sure, there's Cordell Stewart. Sure, there's Lamar Jackson. Sure, there's Steve Young. How many of those guys are there? I named your 4 superstars. There aren't many. When Mariota couldn't run anymore, he couldn't throw either. So you know what that gave you? A crappy player. Seriously. If he can't run and he can't throw, what can you do? Nothing. That was the problem with Marcus Mariota. Big problems there. All right, good news on the running back front. Saquon Barkley practicing in full. Looks like Saquon Barkley will be back this week. I expect that he will be there. Evan Engram practicing in full. Great to see that. We'll have the Giants, not with Shepard, but you got Engram and Barkley and Tate. You're one away from having a real offense. Here's some really good news. Devin Singletary practicing in full. Practicing in full against the Dolphins. I think he's usable in a week where McCaffrey's on bye and Ronald Jones is on bye and James Conner's on bye and Nick Chubb is on bye. You may need Devin Singletary this week. Don't say bye-bye to him. You might need him. Okay? Chris Herndon, week to week. Alvin Kamara, high ankle sprain. That's not good. I think he may be out this week. Very questionable. Playing against the Bears, not going to be good. Not going to be good. All right, so let me give you some names. I want to get back to that waiver wire. I'll talk. I gave you some names yesterday. I don't think that there are any big names this week that I'm like, oh my God, I need this guy. I mean, you know how I feel about Alexander Mattison. Maybe Jamal Williams. He could be out there in a league. I just don't love Jamal Williams, but Matt LaFleur loves him, so what do I know? Matt LaFleur loves him more than I do. I thought Darrell Henderson looked pretty good. Maybe if Todd Gurley misses a week, he's interesting. So think about it this way. We're in week 7, but I never try to be myopic. I try to look to the future. Why do I love Devin Singletary so much? Because I don't think Frank Gore makes it to week 11. And then by that time, Singletary's starting. And then I've got Singletary in the fantasy playoffs. It's about making the playoffs. And then it's about winning. Right? It's about making the playoffs. And then how do I win once I get there? Right? And I think every year I try to get smarter. I do. I try to get smarter. And I say to myself, so last year, Chad Schrader, who won the Fantasy Football World Championship, he cut a quarterback. I think he cut Deshaun Watson, went with Patrick Mahomes to pick up Damian Williams. It was a great move. Damian Williams was going to be the starter for the Chiefs, He already had Mahomes. Chad went all in. Smart move. I've been saying this to you before. What if Dalvin Cook gets injured? Alexander Madison's going to win somebody a league. You got to hold these guys, and you got to hope to get lucky. Right? Winning a fantasy football league is not always done by the best player. Derrick Henry was the best player last year, but the Derrick Henry owner probably wasn't a genius. He just got lucky. I owned Henry in a couple of leagues. I don't know if I'm a genius. I got lucky that he went off. And then I had Mike Williams who went off. You got to have the right guys going off at the right time. When that happens, congratulations, you win. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of names that I think are going to be overpriced. Allen Lazard is going to be overpriced this week. Don't be the guy who spends $200 on him. He's not that good. Devontae Adams is good. Allen Lazard, not good. I think Tavon, he shall be Tavon, and he shall be overpriced. I think people are going to spend on him. I wouldn't. I don't hate him. I just have never liked him that much, and I don't think he's worth what you're paying. So please, go easy on Tavon Austin. I think Dante Pettis is interesting. He may cost you a couple of bucks. Jerron Brown, don't overpay for 2 touchdowns. He didn't get that many targets. No targets, no points. I think N'Keal Harry is going to be a little overpriced this week. Right? Do we know when he comes back how good he's going to be? We don't know. So don't spend all your money on him. A few bucks. If you get him, great. If not, not worth it. At tight end, TJ Hawkinson, is he out there in your league? Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Ben Watson. Everybody wants Ben Watson. He's on New England. $2. Darren Fells, $4. They're not that good. Darren Fells is not as good as he looked last week. Chris Herndon is. That's a guy I'd bid on. If somebody got rid of him, that's a guy I'd bid on. So please, be smart. Do what I've taught you to do. Be judicious with your money until there's a guy that we go all in on. Because when we need a guy, we want to have the money for that guy. And then that guy's going to be worth it. Does that make sense? I think it does. All right, time now to put away the insurance cards, put away the copay. The office is closed, my friends. Now remember, I have my start-sit column up at si.com/fantasy. Take a look there and see some of the guys I think will have good weeks and some of the guys I think will have bad weeks. Also, check me out at fulltimefantasy.com. Enter the promo code ROTO50 for 50% off your first 2 months. All right, guys, this is Dr. O saying be well and take care.
Thanks for listening to Full Time Fantasy. There's never been a better time to join and go full time. Visit fulltimefantasy.com. Use the promo ROTO50 for 50% off your first 2 months. And don't forget, fantasy players, please thumbs up the podcast on the iHeart app. See you next time.